Hello guys and welcome to my 2016 gaming setup video. Apologies for my hair, but today I actually completely forgot to upload this video. I had a video like this on my hard drive and I just completely forgot to put this up, and someone today said, you know, can I have a setup tour? And I was like, dude, I uploaded one like a month ago. I went and looked at my channel. I was like, oh, damn, we didn't upload it. So this is my setup tour. This is a brand new one. I've changed a few things. So I'm going to re-record it today for you guys, and hopefully you will enjoy. We're going to jump straight on into it, and hopefully you guys like my new setup. It's not really changed too much, but it's looking pretty good. And yeah, let's go and jump straight on into it. Right guys, so as you come into my bedroom, you can see we've got an I Love Rode microphones, which kind of gives you an idea of what microphone I may or may not have. And we've got like just basic door really. It's a bit messy in here. We've got the exercise bike here, which I don't use very often, as you can probably tell. I'm actually trying to lose a bit of weight, and I've been using that more as, you know, the time progresses. We've got a nice shelf here, which is fairly decent. It's a bit messy, to be honest, it always is. It kind of just gets where a lot of the junk gets put. You can see like boxes for my speakers, which are T40s, and you know, you've got the Xbox One and the Elgato box, the Far Cry 4 Special Edition, like Kyrat thingy, Pagan Min thing, and yeah, just a load of crap really. And the same over there, you know, them tissues are definitely not used for cleaning up any spunk. They've actually still had a really sore throat and like a cold and stuff. I know you guys are going to think that anyway, but you know, what can you do? We've got like a lighter down here, bloody keys, all sorts of shit, game receipts. Drawers bloody open. Like, this is what my bedroom looks like on an average day. I'm not going to try and sugarcoat it for you. The bed hasn't been made either. Belts and stuff, and then the clock down there, and it is currently 21 minutes past 3. I haven't actually been up that long, which is very embarrassing. We're going to start from left to right because then that gives you guys the best bit of the setup last. So over here on the left, we've got my Xbox One here, 500GB launch-like edition type thing. I didn't get it on day one, but the newer Xbox One, I noticed in CEX the other day when I was in there, has like a matte finish on this bit. This isn't, it's just gloss, and you can see it's awful. It gets so dusty as well, and if I just wipe that off, it's just horrible. We've got Turtle Beach sticker on there as well, and the only two games I have on disc for Xbox One, the main two games I have anyway, are FIFA 16 and Forza Horizon 2. Don't really play the Xbox too much, and you'll see why in a minute. Here we have a 32-inch Selcus TV. It is full HD, 1080p. Only has one HDMI port. I don't really use it too much, to be fair, because I've got two monitors over here, and that's where most of the jazz goes on. Now this, a quick overview, this is the setup in all of its glory. Now I'm going to go through it individually, so we're going to start if I sit down with my computer. This is a custom built PC from PC Specialist. Shout out to them guys, they are absolutely awesome. I'll leave a link to them in the description down below. Over here we have the Elgato Game Capture HD, which is still a very good capture device, even though it is fairly old. I've been using this for years and will continue to use this for a little bit yet. And you know, obviously one of the best capture devices, if not the best on the market right now. My computer, by the way, the specs, the brief specs, are a i7 4790K standard clocked at 4 GHz with a GTX 750 Ti 2GB graphics card, 8 gigs of RAM, Windows 7 Home Premium, and a 1 TB, well, two 1 TB mechanical hard drives. One was from my old computer that I've sorted out. You can see the computer is pretty nice. It's a very plain case. I didn't really care too much because obviously it's going to spend a lot of its time under there. We've got a mini fridge here, which I don't use anymore because I don't really drink too much fizzy drinks. I used to buy Coke and stuff, but obviously my weight being an issue, I've decided to stop drinking that. So that kind of is made redundant there. But if I ever have like small bottles of water or something, I'll put it in there. Here we have my desk, which is from the amazing place in the UK. Obviously it's not UK because the company's actually Swedish, but this is from IKEA. It is their Gallant desk. I don't think they do it anymore, but the size that I believe is 120 centimeters long, so it's the shorter version. I couldn't have the longer one because it would have gone nearly up to that door, and I don't really have room for it right now, so I didn't unfortunately get the longer desk, which is one I originally wanted. And it's just kind of like, and we've got cable ties from where I did cable manage, and then I switched the desk over. My cable management, by the way, is awful, as you can see. Moving on to the actual desk, over here we have a Razer Naga MMO Special Edition mouse. I've had this mouse for ages, as have I had the mouse mat for ages, which is a Perex. I think it's a large mouse mat, which is, for me, too big actually. I should have got a medium or a small because it takes up so much room. I actually have my keyboard on half of it. I want to get like a desk long one which comes up to here eventually, put my keyboard and my phone and stuff on it as well. I also can't show you my phone because I'm using it, but I've got an iPhone 6 if you're wondering, 64GB model. Here we have a Corsair K30, which is a fairly new addition to the setup. You guys would not have seen this before. This is a very nice keyboard. I got it from PC World in the UK for £39.99, so basically 40 quid. It's got some macro keys there, which is absolutely awesome. I don't really know what any of them keys do. I don't really use them. I just like it. It's got the media buttons up there as well. It's pretty dusty, and you can see I've actually kind of gone for like a wireless look with this mouse and keyboard. You can see, well, you can't see because there's mess, but I've actually just drilled a hole in the bottom of my desk and I thread all the cables through, and if I was being tidy I would hide the cables like that, so it kind of looks wireless. Like if you're standing back here, there's no wires going off everywhere, and obviously the mouse wire is kind of covered by the mouse mat, and then again the mouse is just threaded through the bottom and into my computer. So that's kind of how I do that. I normally have the keyboard pushed quite high up the desk like so. Under there we have an Alex Ferguson book and a Forza 2 limited edition. We've got some glasses here as well. I'm not a big fan of these glasses. I mean, they were the cheapest ones. They still cost me over £100, but they were cheap, and I only ever use them to game with, so no one has to see me with them on, which is a good thing really, because they're not the nicest glasses. And you can see all the dust on this desk. I really haven't cleaned it. This is just what it looks like on an average day. Over here we have one of 2 Gigabyte T40 Series 2 speakers. These speakers are sick. If you want to go and watch my video on them about 2 months ago, then go ahead and do so. You'll hear kind of what they sound like. They are pretty awesome speakers. They've got like bass, treble, and volume on them. They've got aux in and headphone jack. It's awesome. They're great. I love them. So on to my first monitor. It is an Acer 24-inch. I don't know the model number, but it's one of the cheaper ones on Amazon right now. When I bought this, it was £120, but I think now you can pick this monitor up for under 100. A friend of mine went and bought 2 recently, and they were pretty cheap. It's pretty good. The colour, as you can see, is pretty good. You can see some of my subscriptions there. The main guy I watch is at the top, and that is Mars Bar Vlogs. But they're some of the people that I watch, and if you wanted to know them, that is. I don't really watch a lot of them people, to be honest. Not only the FIFA guys really anymore. But there is a channel in all of its glory. Currently, we are on 634 subscribers, 87,891 views, and that is the channel. Let me know if you like the channel a lot. I might actually change it up at some point. I have been debating with that. And my second monitor over here, which currently has my Xbox screen on it, it can also have my computer secondary screen on it as well, which is what I usually have on it. And we currently got Forza Horizon 2 in here. But as I said, I only really played that and FIFA. Don't really use the Xbox too much anymore because I mainly play on the PC now. It's sick. But that screen there is a Packard Bell 21.5, so it's slightly smaller than this screen here. And it is a full HD screen, but it doesn't have HDMI, so you have to use DVI. So I use DVI to HDMI to get my Xbox onto it, and then that goes into the Elgato, and then the Elgato goes into the Xbox, and then into the computer for that to work all nice and good. So yeah, that is that. Then we have my microphone for my headset, which my headset, if you can see, is all the way over there on my bed. That is a Turtle Beach XO4 headset. If you're wondering, that is the mic for it, which I hardly ever use because I mainly just use it to listen to music on. We have 2 Xbox One controllers. The reason I've got 2. This one, I bought it from a friend, shout out to him. This one doesn't work wirelessly, and the audio jack down here doesn't work, so I have to use a secondary controller to get sound because this monitor doesn't have speakers. So I plug in like my speakers or my headset into that, wire that into the Xbox as well, and then that acts as my audio, and then that acts as my playing controller as well, and you can see bang, friends list there. So yeah, and then we've got the kind of a big addition which came in lately, which is the Rode Podcaster. I think it's a large diaphragm mic. It is freaking awesome. I absolutely love this microphone. It is just gorgeous. You can see, look at it, it's amazing. It does get very dusty though, I must admit, and it is sitting inside a shock mount, which is the official Rode P. Is it like the P? It's the P something A1, because this stands called the PSA one. This is called something else, like the PMO1 or something like that. So it's sitting in that, and then it is screwed to the boom arm. All of this together costs around about 250 quid. So for the mic, for this thing here, and for this. So this, for example, is about 70 quid. This is about £30, that's 100, and then this is about £130, £140. I think mine was 145, so it cost me nearly 250 quid for the whole setup. I got this my Christmas, and I bought this and this with my own money. Then it's just tied up with these lovely clips. I wish, like, I want to buy loads of these to be able to use as cable management because they're awesome. You know, it keeps the cable up out the way, and that is my microphone. It's awesome. I'd highly recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it if you're just starting YouTube though, because it is a very expensive mic, and you might, you know, it's way too good just to use for like Skype calls and stuff. You know, if you want a mic just for Skype, just pick up a standard headset. But that is the mic that I record all of my commentaries on. Obviously not this video because this is recorded on the iPhone, but up here we have a Microsoft, I think it's like a Live HD 3000 webcam. It is a full HD 720p webcam. That is what I use to record all of my facecam videos at the moment. And guys, I think that is pretty much it. So we take a step back. I mean, I will do an updated tour soon because I'm going to be getting hopefully a GT Omega racing chair for my birthday, which is on the 28th. You can see I've got a cushion underneath it right now because it's so uncomfortable and it's just awful. I had the chair for years, so me getting a GT Omega, you can sort of see my shadow there. Look at this. I'm so sexy. I'm joking. And it's got an England shirt wrapped around it just to look cool. So that, guys, is pretty much my setup. It hasn't changed too much in the last year or so, so hopefully you're not too disappointed with it. I mean, it still does look roughly the same, but as I said, you know, it doesn't change too much on kind of like a month-to-month basis. I've been working with this sort of setup for a very long time, and I really enjoy it. It works very well for what I do, and yeah, that is pretty much it. I mean, I guess this is part of it as well, and that, by the way, is just a freebie box if you're wondering. So yeah, that is the setup, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If we could smash over 10 likes on this setup video, that would be absolutely awesome. If you haven't already, please do go and subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you guys in the next video very soon. Peace.